Hello and welcome to the next episode of Build the Back to the Future DeLorean. We're looking at issues 34 and 35 this week, and the parts that we get in these two issues are mainly for the front end, which is a little bit unfortunate for me. The reason I say that is because if I cut to the front end of my DeLorean at the moment, you'll still see that I have the wheel that has come off, and this wheel here has a bandage attached to it. This is thanks to Big Oz Productions comment on the last video. He suggested that I tape the wheel to the chassis while the rest of the build is continuing, so that it doesn't go into hover conversion mode and snap off like this one did. So I have taken their advice and I've put tape around the wheel. Now I haven't put tape around the back wheels because the back wheels seem a lot sturdier when looking at them closely. You'll see that they've got two bars here on the back wheels to support the hover conversion, whereas the front wheels just have one. If I just show you here where it's sheared off again, that is just a little screw hole with a very thin piece of metal either side that will attach it to this part here, and it isn't strong enough to it is strong enough to bring the wheels down and support the wheel, but if any kind of movement on the wheel, it's likely to snap off because there isn't enough metal to stop that from happening, which is a shame about the front wheels, but at least the back wheels are secure. So as soon as I get my replacement issue 6, I think it was, issue 5. As soon as I get my replacement issue 5, which is on its way, I'm going to tape up the wheel as well, and they will be taped up for the rest of this build. It has to be said, I'm not willing to kind of de-tape them till the DeLorean is finished, so get used to seeing wheels that look like this. So the first parts we'll be looking at today is of course the parts that we get in issue 34, mainly this part here, which is a nice big chunk of metal with a giant circle in. What this does is it goes over the front end like this somehow. There we go, just like that, and you screw it into place to really create bulk on the front end of this DeLorean. But before you do that, you do have to attach this part here, which I'm not sure what it is. Let me just check the instructions. It's just called a reservoir. I'm not sure what it is a reservoir of, maybe the water to spray the windscreen, I don't know. But to attach it, it's very simple. You just get this part here, you see you got the peg and the screw hole like that, and you put it in this way so the flat part of the reservoir is facing outwards, and you just pop it on there like that, so it looks like that, and then you just take an FP screw and you screw it into that hole there. And it's a very nice fit as well. The screw goes in really easily and it's nice and secure, no wobbling at all. And then you just place it this way so that these two little sticky out parts here go with these two screw holes, and the same for that side. So just pop it on there, and then we have two connecting ports here for the screw holes here, and it just clicks into place, and then you just screw it down. You use two kind of screws for this. You use DM screws along the bottom here, and you use FP screws for these two holes at the top. So I'm just going to go and do that now. And here we have it all finished, all secure here, nice attached, a good chunk of metal there. Again, adding to the weight of the DeLorean, but yeah, very, very nice piece. It was actually really easy to screw in, which I'm very thankful for. So yeah, very happy with that. So moving on then to issue 35 and the parts we get in issue 35, which are these two parts here, the front wheel arches for the right and for the left. And again, these are very simple to attach. We have a screw hole there and a screw hole there, and you place it over this screw connecting part there, and one just in there. You can just see by my finger there. So if you just line them up and then screw them in with AM screws, they are a little fiddly to line up, but when you do get it in the right position, they will go into place very nicely. I seem to be struggling here, but let me go ahead and screw it in, and then I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. And here we have the wheel arches all done, and I'm not sure if you could see there because it was sped up, but I haven't attached this one securely at all. As you can see, it's got quite some wobble, and that's because I wanted to secure it so that I didn't lose the screws, but I didn't want to secure it, fasten it completely, because I know that I might have to take it off to replace this wheel. So for you, if your wheels are fine, make sure you screw it down. It actually might give some support. Actually, it will. When we turn it over and work on the bottom now, the front wheels have support, so it shouldn't bend up. So that is really, really nice. It could have done with coming just a couple of stages earlier, but never mind. So when this wheel gets replaced, I'll screw this down properly, and then the front wheel should be fine. I just want to say as well that this is only for the hover conversion unit that I am going to all this trouble. If you don't want your DeLorean's wheels to fold down, if you want to keep them static, what you can do is just attach glue to this part here, to this magnet here, and just attach it to the magnet there, and the wheel still spins fine. You know that it's broken, you know that it comes off, but look, it still spins fine when it's attached with glue. It's just, it won't be able to fold down because it will snap off. So maybe that is a secure way of making sure that these wheels don't fall off, by securing it with glue. But of course, you only get one of the DeLoreans then, and that's the DeLorean from Back to the Future 1, not Back to the Future Part 2. So yeah, that is the end of this video. A lot of front action, a lot of wheels, but yeah, the parts have gone together really, really nicely, which is nice, and I like the fact we've got support now for the wheels. Hopefully we'll get the back support soon, but like I said earlier, the back wheels are more secure, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we shouldn't have any more wheel issues on this build. I hope you've enjoyed this video. The next one will be around in 2 weeks time. Hopefully I'll have the front wheel attached and all bandaged up for you then. So until then guys, take care, bye bye.